Okay, hello everyone. Today on Motivational Monday, we're going to introduce the basics of my financial investments. I started a week or two ago, depending on the particular investment, but still fresh enough that it'll give a good idea of the starting point, which is really zero. A month ago, I had no investments. I can't show all of them because, for example, my 401k is so new that it doesn't even show up on their site yet, and it has no funding. But I'll explain what the goal for it is at least. First up is going to be the M1 portfolio. This is strictly a dividend earning portfolio, since one of my ultimate goals is to gain enough cash flow from my investments that I can afford to leave the corporate world and live much more mobile lifestyle. I don't know if I'll be able to completely replace my income, but I do want to have enough coming in that I have a lot more choice in what I do for a living, as well as having something to fall back on if I have a period without work. This is just my initial setup, and I'm sure as I learn more, I will change this. Stocks will get added, sold, percentages will change, etc. So please don't get hung up on the particular stocks I have right now. I'd love to hear your opinions, your recommendations, of course. I'm here to learn, and everyone else reading the comments will learn from it as well. All of these are aristocrat stocks. My reasoning is that this was a good way to start with some lower risk, since these are well-established companies. As I learn how to pick stocks through my own research, I may add non-aristocrats. But for now, this is an easy way to know that my holdings are solid companies with a good track record. I do a $25 auto invest every Friday as my minimum investment, but of course I'll add more if I'm able to that week. So next up is F.I.R.E. This is one half of my real estate portfolio. The other half is physical real estate, but that's still in the works, so we won't go over that until a later date. I've had my eye on F.I.R.E. for a while, and I personally like the platform. They've been around long enough and have a good enough return rate to give me a bit of the warm and fuzzies. So I pulled the trigger and opened an account. I did the long-term growth plan because this is an illiquid platform by design. So I didn't see the point of going for dividends if I'm not going to pull money out for a number of years anyway. I'd rather have more money in the account when I am ready to start drawing an income from it. I'm auto investing $100 a month as the minimum, and again, I'll add more as I'm able to. Next is my savings, which I keep in SmartyPig. I know there's several places to get more than the 1.8% that they offer, but I worry about how long they offer those rates for, and SmartyPig is very consistent at that rate. If I see that there's another place offering higher rates for long periods of time, I can switch at that point. But for now, this is where I'll be parking my emergency cash that I want to keep on hand, but I also want to have, earning more than some puny sub 1% that most banks will give you. They also pay dividends monthly, which is nice. The goal for this account is 6 months of living expenses. I do a $100 a month minimum auto invest there also. And of course, as the rest, I'll add more as I can. Lastly, I have a 401k that I just set up, but no money has even been added to it yet. I did set up the auto invest for that, but it just hasn't pulled anything out yet. I did the max that the company would match, so that's roughly about $380 a month is what I'm anticipating on my side. So that would be $380 a month on their side also. I'll let you guys know when it starts running. I'm doing self-directed portfolio, so I'll be picking my own holdings. My plan as of now is to stay safe with a couple S&P tracker funds and some bonds, but again, I'll get into specifics once I'm able to have it up and running. So between these various investments, my standard monthly contributions amount to $680 a month. I'm hoping to be putting a lot more than that, and I would really like to be adding around $3K a month, but for the next few months, I have a lot going on that requires capital, so a good chunk of my earnings is going to be tied up in that endeavor. I do plan on hitting at least $1K a month between now and when that project is complete, hopefully. So that is a first glance at my overall portfolio. I realize I'm starting from almost nothing, and to go from just a few $1,000s to $1 million is a very daunting prospect, but I'm pretty excited about starting the journey. Thank you for watching. I hope you stick around so I can motivate you to start your own journey if you haven't. you can help me if you had and you've had success. And of course, we can all help each other in the comment section. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.